Welcome to the
24 for
24
part.
24th part of Blue Dragon.
We're only 24 parts into this game. It feels like 48.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
This just.
So we're now back. So we're now still in the final dungeon.
All right, that door that we just passed, by the way, this door right here. This is the door for so you can get to the boss of this floor, so you can move on to the next floor.
Jova?
Yes. Oh. Sorry, I was typing something. There needs to be like a text sound effect so that we know when that sort of text balloon's about to come up.
You mean something like text?
Maybe there is one.
Anyway, what I was asking is, are all the floors that we find in this dungeon gonna be like this, all lava and nothing else?
Pretty much, yeah.
No, it's just
fire
because,
dungeons.
No, it's because the dungeon started with a primitive world, and now we're going deeper inside these lava tubes. Okay, it seems ideal, but it seems to be changing and variety and stuff. But if it just is on the surface and under that is only lava and stuff, it gets annoying very fast.
My guess is, Teo, their theme is that we're traveling closer and closer to the center of the Earth.
Yeah, I guess what they were going for, but I don't know. It would be done better, I guess.
What time
especially
is
with the whole, especially if we go activate the switches and everything. We're at 150, Jova.
Alright then,
Like
I'm a bit behind.
15
I'm paused
or
at 224.
Alright, then we're almost there anyway. We're just at the next floor anyway, so... Activate the switch. I wish I was playing on Nintendo Switch, but whatever. Get ready, Jova.
I wish I had a Switch.
And 3...
Okay.
Without the platforms.
Yes, especially Final Fantasy 13 too.
Yeah.
Seriously, Academia 500 AD can go fuck itself. So.
Oh, you trust me, Teo.
The mouse has a lot of platforms.
But
Oh,
that's
that's right.
because the game is built
trust me, Teo. Dardigan specifically said.
I know, I saw his video.
Yeah, like apparently the PC version freezes a lot in that level.
Wow. Yeah, well, wasn't the 13 trilogy one of those series of games where Durante had to took over in order to fix it?
He made fixes for 13.1 and 13.2. I don't know if he did the same for Lightning Returns. I haven't checked.
Yeah, from what I heard, there was also Lightning Returns because it's one of these accomplishments in the tag on NeoGAF.
It's however, from what I can gather, it's only a resolution boost because the original releases of those games only went till 720p, but Durante made a fix to have the game run at 1080p. However, later on, Square themselves released a patch so that the game can officially run in 1080p.
Basically, also for the audience, if you don't know, Durante is a guy that is specialized in fixing very clumsy PC ports to games. For example, notorious was when the first Dark Souls game was released. The non-command line from software not used to PC gaming released a very oh god, the frame rate.
You know, the Xbox One, sometimes that 360 frame rate sometimes shows its ugly head.
But yeah, basically it was a very junky port with terrible.
Very nice programmers. You had to put this thing right in the front of the fucking treasure chest. So
it's definitely made on purpose. So you had to
Ah,
find it.
cute. Oh well, at least we got this portal to go up. Huh.
But yeah, and basically he fixed it very quickly. Same goes, for example, for Tales of Symphonia. The PC version at launch was terrible, but it took like 15 minutes in total for Durante to actually unlock everything to resolution and frame rate. Something Namco Bandai apparently was not capable of doing so, but from what I heard, it was outsourced to a studio that didn't know that PC port specifically was outsourced to a studio but did not knew how to do a proper port.
What they actually should do is get Virtuous Studios, aka the guys who remastered the 10 and 10.2 and now 12 Zodiac Age. Maybe get them to port the games to PS4. Since they actually know this shit at
Well,
least.
or hell, since it's not Come and Die, use CyberConnect 2. They're really good with PC ports.
Well, okay, fine. I was speaking about the 13 trilogy being ported to PS4, but yeah, sure. Because Square so far has used Virtuous Studios to remaster 10, 10.2, and now 12. So maybe they can get them to remaster the 13 trilogy as well on the PS4. I don't know.
You know what's annoying about the constant counterattack? The fact that the animation always has to take a bit long. It's not that much long, but it's just that enough to annoy you on the long run. The fact that he has to clash his shield before attacking you.
Yeah.
Also, what's that attack that he does where he surrounds himself with air?
The air spell, if I remember correctly, it increases your defense.
Boy, YouTube really seems to hate this part. Okay, I'm at 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, we are 5 seconds ahead of you, Jova. Go to 7 or something.
I'm paused at 6:37.
I think YouTube is trying to tell you something.
Alright, Jova, get ready and click.
There we go. Beam!
I mean, the producer of the Zodiac Age remaster did say in an interview that now he's waiting for, he's trying to take a look at fan feedback to see if he can realize which specific old Final Fantasy game fans would like to be put on the PS4. I'm still waiting for those 8 and 9 PS4 ports from the Steam, specifically the Steam versions. Just saying.
Honestly, Pedro, you should have speed up this part, or at least part of his dungeon.
Yeah.
Looking back, yeah, I probably should have. I mean, up until this point, I've been trying to show off the gameplay in a legit way, so you guys can properly see things for yourselves. But yeah.
No, I understand.
I think the problem is like, well, I mean, go with mooks like these. Haven't we faced mooks like these already?
We have, yes, I know. But
yes,
like, I mean, I guess I go for mooks that we haven't faced before. You know, I'll show those off.
It's the final dungeon, so there are bound to be a lot of palette swaps.
Yeah. Also, to be fair, I actually do like this dungeon's music track, so that's fine.
Oh yeah, we've already said that. Unfortunately, a good music track cannot save a terrible dungeon. Go ahead, Taylor, what is it?
Praise the sun and everything. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Also, I wouldn't mind a PS4 super duper awesome remaster of Chrono Trigger. That would be cool. Like, could you imagine if they took the
DS
content
version
from the PS4 and made it and remastered that completely with an awesome widescreen presentation?
Well, I wonder if Tokyo RPG Factory is the next day after Lost Spear will be this. Maybe Square is just testing them.
I don't know. Tokyo RPG Factory probably was just like making their own games.
No, I understand, but I wonder if those two games were made because they're essentially the same combat system from what we've seen very recently. A gameplay demonstration of Lost Spear essentially works the same as I Am Setsuna. So basically they're essentially the same game, just with different story settings and characters. So I wonder if Square is just testing the waters, both with the audience and with this particular team, to see if they're capable of making a Chrono Trigger game or a master of the original.
Yeah, that would be nice. I would really like to see one where we can literally have everything, like the super duper awesome HD resolution that the PS4 would give, combined with the FMVs for the PS1 version and all the new content for the DS version. A super duper definitive edition of the game, because don't get me wrong, I don't mind playing games on the DS, but Chrono Trigger has always been, up until that point, a home console game, and I kind of wish we could have all that goodness with to play on a TV.
Handheld, thanks to the DS version, the best version in my opinion.
It's the best version. That's why I wanted to properly be played on the TV, so we can see even more of it.
Literally.
Kind of like what I mean. Square did manage to take the DS port, so the DS remake of Final Fantasy III, and allow it to run in HD resolutions on Steam. So shouldn't be that hard.
No, I guess not. It's just that it's weird because, again, as I mentioned multiple times, other key games from Square's catalog are also missing in terms of stuff that makes sense on Steam. For example, the PSP versions of Final Fantasy 1 and 2, or the first Tactics is a spin-off, so I can understand it's not included. But for example, now on Steam, you can play the mainline Final Fantasy games from free to 11, then the 13 trilogy, and then 14. It's still missing a few key elements like 1, 2, 12, and 15 now. 15 PC is just a matter of time. It's probably gonna happen when the game, but all the DLC will be released, and it's gonna be just like
they're gonna release a Game of the Year edition,
yeah, or something. So that's not to worry about. And I'm also for the Zodiac Age of 12. Because probably
if Penitent will release on Steam, I'm pretty sure
the PS4 version is just temporary or something. But it's strange that the PSP versions of 1 and 2, which could be very easy to port, are still not available.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really mind. I can still use an emulator to play them really easily. And the PSP had not problems like screen crunching, so it's not a big deal. It's just sort of, having a complete catalog.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Jova, here's one thing I can tell you at the very least. In part 26, even though it's 42 minutes, I do have a topic to talk about it with all of us, between all of us, about the trouble that I had in recording the final part. Theo knows what I'm talking about, because I told him privately about it, but I want to hear your guys' reactions.
I'm sorry, Pedro, it's not to offense, but I actually forgot, so you will catch me by surprise. Even.
Oh, there you go, though. It serves the commentary better anyway, so good job.
It reminds me of the nightmare.
So for part 26 at least, we will have quite a bit to talk about because of the subject matter I'm going to bring up.
Good.
And I didn't do it in part 25 because part 25 is where I'm going to be showing off what is quite possibly the cheapest boss I have ever seen in a JRPG.
Joy.
Considering
So even more cheap than the robot made of other robots, even more cheap than the Cyber T-Rex?
Yes. No, Jova, the Cyber T-Rex is fucking child's play compared to what's coming in the next parts.
Oh.
Joy.
And I mean in terms of difficulty, I'm not talking about it in terms of being insulting
I'm
with
guessing
poo
most
and
of the
shit.
plot will be based around that boss.
Not so much that, it's more so that you're gonna see me fail hard at the boss, and then I have to retry again in easy difficulty, so I actually can beat it.
Ooh, elevator.
So you never beat it in Impossible?
What?
No.
Gravity.
I'm sure there's someone out there on YouTube that actually managed to concoct some brilliant way of doing it.
I need to
But
meet that person, I guess, depending.
But I cannot be bothered because I just can't. I just
Also,
don't.
so many of these rooms look the same.
Oh, reminds me, are we missing any bonuses by not completing the Impossible difficulty?
No. The impossible difficulty
It's just there
doesn't.
for a challenge, I guess.
There's no impossible difficulty exclusive content, so don't worry about it.
So no secret
It's
ending?
not like
You
it's
can
not like
call
in
it
Eternal
whatever,
Sonata where a bonus dungeon and different outfits are locked behind your game class.
And it's
What-
not like Kingdom Hearts where playing the hardest difficulty automatically gives you that,
The super special awesome secret endings, yeah.
yeah. So, nothing.
Screw that, I'll just look them up on YouTube.
Nothing. Sorry.
So, it's
See,
bragging rights.
Shiro, it's behavior like this that makes Sakurai not making story modes in Smash Bros.
So basically, Shiro, what you're saying. So basically, Shiro, you're taking a cue from Spoonie when it comes to the 100% ending of Final Fantasy X-2. You're literally turning to Square and saying, "Okay, I have 2 words for you, Square: YouTube and fuck you."
Yeah, basically.
That's 3 words.
It's understandable because Shiro, we think we mentioned previously, but basically to get the complete
True
percentage. Yeah, trending and all the percentage in Final Fantasy 2. It's insanely stupid. What
you have to literally talk to every NPC, experience every single line of dialogue that they have to give, no matter how inane or stupid or pointless it is.
And not
they have
just
to.
that, right? Everything needs to be done in the proper chapter. So if you miss something, you can kiss that ending goodbye.
Shit.
And remember, Greaves is the one recording that game.
He'll just use YouTube. Till only the insane people actually bother to do it. Dude is gonna do exactly what I would do if I was recording it. He's gonna use YouTube, because fuck that. I mean, seriously.
I'm not the greatest at video games anyway, so I don't really. To me, expert mode doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. It's just wanna It's I would also really like well, actually, by the way, that's another thing. You know how save file. You know how 360. One thing about the Xbox backwards compatibility is you can bring in your Xbox 360 saves in that you put in the cloud into your Xbox One. So what you're seeing here is my original 360 file that I made back in 2013, I think, and I brought it into the Xbox One. So points for cloud saving, so you don't have to lose your saves in the backwards compatibility.
They do, so you don't have to. Jesus. Walla?
Walla, as in stronger wall.
Oh joy, as if these robots do not have enough defense already.
Yeah, this dungeon is so utterly and completely annoying. Also, Shiva, to answer what you said earlier about every... Oh.
And always that. Yeah, not only these robots have that strong defense and all the counter, but they also deal quite the damage.
Yeah. But remember, Teo, this is the final dungeon. It's supposed to be difficult.
Well, technically yes, but here's the thing, and I understand also this is impossible mode, so it's understandable that the monster will pose a challenge even to the max of players. But here's the thing, it just makes things annoying, not challenging. Well, no,
yeah.
they're still challenging, but they also add the effect of being annoying.
Indeed. It's the kind of challenge where it's the kind of challenge that basically resorts about how can we completely make the battles go for as long as they can, because the players will be
it's like the battle idea just stops to a screeching halt, only for the sake of getting these seals.
Mm-hmm. Alright, one down.
One to go.
And Zola is in corporeal mode.
He's almost dead again.
I'm not gonna use it though, because
So I wonder, do you... So from that boss onward, do you play the rest of the game in easy mode?
Yes. Starting with episode 35, I'm officially gonna say fuck you to the impossible mode and just do the rest on easy.
I don't blame you. And Zola is dead again.
I tried my best to not have my maxed out stats make the battles seem like a cakewalk at every point. But the next boss that we're gonna see in the next part, that's where I draw the line. I'm not gonna say how exactly the boss is bullshit, because I want you guys to see I want you to hear your guys' reaction to it.
Yeah.
My God, I still cannot believe someone actually thought that was a good idea. There you go. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, Shiroi, by the way, to answer your question, you were saying that all the passages in this dungeon look the same. Not for nothing, Shiroi, that's kind of been the thing with every single dungeon, as it's proven by me constantly getting lost.
It's more current here than it ever has been.
I mean, that's the main reason why I kept getting lost, and somehow I ended up back at the beginning of the dungeon, because everything looks the goddamn same.
Can you guys give me a time?
Well, we're almost done. Well,
Go ahead to 20 minutes and 30 seconds.
I could have sworn we were already 20 minutes.
Go ahead to 2030.
Not that you're missing anything,
Are you there?
Yep.
Alright, we'll count you in.
Oh, I know I'm not missing anything, but still.
I wonder if we're about to get a cutscene.
Hopefully.
Well, Shiro, if it makes you feel any better, after this it's gonna be a long time before we do a boring JRPG.
Well, unless you want to do linear turns after Child of Light.
No!
Oh yeah, that's right, we have to hit that.
I'll do
Okay,
Lost
Shiro,
Odyssey
get ready,
first,
and
because-
3, 2, 1, click.
Is this the boss you mentioned?
No. That's in the next part. No, Theo. After Child of Light, I want to do Odyssey just so we can wash our mouth with this one.
Okay, sure, fine enough. Oh, might as well say it. Oh, it's a kind of Hydra. Basically, Joe, I want to elaborate more when we'll get to the actual game, but Pedro streamed a bit of it a while ago, and I was present there. For shits and giggles, he also streamed it with the Italian voice acting, because surprisingly enough, that game is voiced in multi-hive. But the thing is, it came to a point where, due to story reasons, you get to hear a bit of a backstory of the main character, which is told as a kind of like a story. It's a bit of a text, but and due to the themes of the game, it seriously moved me. And now I'm thinking it's the same person who wrote that and all that previous stuff did this fucking game.
We talking about Lost Odyssey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, so Lost Odyssey is a good step up.
It is, at least from what I've seen. Maybe it will be, riddled with cliches, but from what I've seen so far, it's solid.
Honestly, for as much as I make fun of them, I'm of the mindset that as long as a cliche is done well.
Go back to when we got to Last Guardian. As I mentioned, the game can do cliches as long as they're not like by the book, in a sense that they're annoying.
Like this one.
Yeah, or very insulting. In this case, they're more insulting than annoying. But they're also annoying, but they're also insulting.
Okay. Another thing is a cool fact about that one is that that game actually had 2 writers. It was Sakaguchi writing the overall story in general, but all the text novellas, specifically the one that Theo just mentioned.
Snake Curse.
That's joyful.
Well, shoot.
Basically, every single time when the snakeheads dies, it gives us an insta kill to the person that killed it.
That's charming. Oh, he's dead.
So make sure your characters are always all of them alive. Otherwise, you might get in trouble.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Also fireballs.
Alright, so moving on to floor 2.
Oh, you're not gonna heal?
I do in between parts.
Okay.
Especially because the save point is after this teleporter anyway. Cutscene.
Is it like a boiler?
Steam, fire, flames. Is this a boss arena? Because I think we already cleared the boss.
I think the generator's exploding.
Oh, I understand. That's game.
No! Okay, yeah, I forgot about this cutscene. There you go, Theo. This is the boss that I'm talking about. This is the boss that forced me to change to easy mode.
Wait, hold on, but...
There
what
you are.
The fuck?
Wait,
oh,
is...
it's Zabo.
Why can't this fucking robot just fucking die? There you go, Theo. Zabo fused with all of the 5 robot masters.
Really? Wow.
This is literally as a South Park episode where we had to get the red Mega Man and the blue Mega Man and the yellow Mega Man so you can fuse them all together so you can create the Ultra Mega Man. That's literally what they're doing here.
Actually, this reminds me more of the XYZ formation fusions in Yu-Gi-Oh! Only those are actually well done.
Like this, but I don't know, it just look goofy.
That thing should not be able to balance.
This is gonna be a cluster to fight.
Oh, wait, what the hell? Just teleported? Oh no, it was a cutscene with just the two of them, okay.
It was a cutscene that happened in between teleportation.
Oh,
Is it-
Alright everybody, in the next part we meet one of the... this is where the difficulty design completely rears its full, completely ugly cheap head. So
Alright, then.
tune in
See
for the
ya.
next part to find out. See ya.